Hi there, this is Teacher Ace from MusiKinder School. We're at live Google Hangout. We are this series of Smart Learning series, how to do well for your ABRSM music exam. And today the focus is not on the student, but rather is on the teacher. Right, and today we want to discuss on how do you know that whether the teacher is good and responsible? What makes a good and responsible music teacher? Now, my first question is that who can be that can be can a grade 8 candidate be a piano teacher? What do you think?
No, I don't think so. The teacher must be really experienced.
The teacher must be experienced. How about the rest of you? Y'all think a grade 8, you know, because sometimes I do hear parents say, wow, my neighbors has gotten the grade 8 and my child is only 4 years old. I think it's easy. I just get my neighbor to teach my daughters. After all, my daughter is only 4 years old, just a beginner. So it's not important for me to engage a bachelor degree or a PhD to teach my 4-year-old. What do you think?
No, definitely not. I would want the best teacher to teach my child.
Right, very good. You see, we are not just looking at teaching. We are looking at good and responsible. Right. So what actually makes good and responsible? I think qualification is very important. I think a grade 8 cannot be just a good teacher. You must really have a teaching diploma, a bachelor degree, or the best is actually a master degree or the PhD in this. All right. So, but not just a qualification. I think the experience is very important. Experience is very important. And beside this, I think beside qualification and experience, one very important thing is your love and passion. The teacher must really love what they do. They must love children. They must love teaching. They must love music. You do see the difference. How the teacher inspire and motivate the kids to learn music. You see, this is very important. Now, I have a very important question here to discuss with teachers here. What do you think? Do you think a good teacher should teach only music exam piece? So you can focus a lot of time, right? Focus so the student gets very, very good score. What do you think?
No, definitely not. I think a good teacher should teach a wide variety of pieces other than the exam piece so that the student is exposed to different rhythms and different styles.
Yeah. So you think that you don't just teach exam piece, right? Yeah. And teacher Visa got something to say also, right?
Yes. Definitely not. I will let them play other songs as well. Because some of the students would love to play their favorite song, like from the cartoon characters, and then they would like to have fun with this song.
Right. Okay. Now how about teacher Hatini?
Yes, I also agree with them. I will not just let my students play just the exam pieces, but I will also let them play the other repertoire so that they can listen more to different periods and the styles of the pieces.
I see. How about for violin?
Yes, also for violin, it's also important for the student to become not so bored in their lesson, so they have fun.
I see. All right.
I agree with them. I will let them listen and try different genre to enrich their repertoire.
Oh, okay, right.
I agree with the teachers here because I think the students need to be exposed to some improvisation and transposition on the piano to train their ears as well.
Oh, so to your opinion, okay, to your point of view, what makes a good and responsible music teacher, piano teacher, I say, or music teacher because we also have violin, right? Right. So to your opinion, what makes a good and responsible teacher?
I think a teacher should plan accordingly for the student progress and to make sure the students follow and practice what the teachers have taught during lessons.
Right.
To impart a good value, like how to be disciplined and endure in the learning process. The second is be a good listener to them. Example, when they need help in planning their practice schedule. Then plan your lesson well and make it happen.
Wow.
Okay. Boost their confidence.
Wow. Okay, I hear all this very important values, teacher has good curriculum plan and listen to the student. That's very good, very good. Yes.
I also agree. If the student is having problems with their syllabus, it is important to think of other solutions to try and solve their problems every week.
Help the student to solve the problem, right? Very good.
Yeah.
Yes, so let them know what is the procedure of the exam. The teacher's duty is always remember to register for the exam, and also must remind them what is their exam.
Right, but it's not only teaching, right? It's also teacher responsibility to remind them when is the exam, when to register for the exam, and then also make sure they go for the exam, right? The right date, right? Correct. Yes, that's very good. Yeah. How about others?
Yeah, as for me, to be a responsible teacher, you have to make your lesson fun and enjoyable so that the student will look forward to come for the next lesson. And also, you must have interactions and engagement between teachers and students. And sometimes, as teacher, we need to be firm, yet kind and understanding also.
Kind and understanding. Wow, okay.
For me, I think it's very important to set clear goals for the student and as well as for the teacher, like short-term goals and also long-term goals, such as you have to know when is the exam, and then make sure you prepare your student well and work towards it. And also, if you know that the exam is coming up, always plan your student such that you expect your student to be getting the early date instead of hoping that sometimes they get a later date. Yeah, and remember to prepare all the different sections of the exam well with your student.
Wow, I think this just cover all, from the technical aspect to the emotional aspect to the registrations, setting the short-term goal and long-term goals. You are so experienced and very, very inspired. So I think for parents, we can look into 4 different criteria if you want to look for the good teachers. First, of course, is qualification, right? Do not just simply engage a grade 8 students, to teach your daughter. I think qualification is important. The teacher must be properly trained. The teachers have at least a diploma or a bachelor degree. So the teachers has a qualification in being trained, and to teach. Next, I think I'm looking into the second part is also the technical aspect. The teacher must be also able to demonstrate different type of techniques. For example, the teacher must be able to know and tell the student how to play with the finger techniques, how to play wrist technique, on the arm technique, and so on and so forth. So different type of techniques, right? And thirdly, I would say knowledge. The teacher must have the musical knowledge to be able to tell the student which period, what type of style, what type of language you should use, and the student be able to play all this, and the teacher be able to analyze the structures, to analyze the guiding the student in reading the notes and rhythm, and break down all these elements and components. And lastly, I think I will look into the pedagogical aspect. The teacher also must be pedagogically trained, so the teacher know what are the approach. When you are teaching a 3 years old, you know what language you use. You're teaching a 7 years old, a teenager, maybe a working adult. What are the approach that you use? What are pedagogical or methods that you should use? All right, and what are the creative ideas that you can use? I think all these things will put in together, right? Then we see that why is it important for us to get good teachers? You see that the why says if you only have 1 year, you plant rice. If you have 10 years, you will plant a tree, right? But if you got 100 years, where you will spend your time in education. You see the education take time. And if I were to take time to something important, I would choose something really good. I would plant this seed in the best environment. I want to make sure that I get the best out of it. That's what we see that it's important for you to get a good, responsible teacher, because not only your kids will master the skills, the kids also will build the confidence, and most importantly, you will know the character. And I hope this session will really help you, especially you are teachers or you are a young parent, you are looking for music teacher for your child. This is Teacher Lee from MusiKinder School. If you want to know more about us, you can click here, musikinder.com, or join us for our weekly Google Hangout. Bye.
Bye.